Have you ever heard of the Ghost Army, an American tactical deception unit that played a pivotal role during World War II? This intriguing chapter of history begins in 1944, with the formation of a group officially named the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops, but more ominously known as the Ghost Army. This was no ordinary military unit. Comprising a mere 1,100 men, the Ghost Army was assigned a unique and critical mission. Their task? To deceive Hitler's forces, creating illusions of size and location that would mislead the enemy about the real state of Allied forces. The Ghost Army was activated on January 20, 1944, at a time when the outcome of the war was far from certain. By May that year they had arrived in Europe, just in time to play their part in the monumental events that were about to unfold. Their modus operandi was as ingenious as it was effective. They would put on a traveling roadshow, using a range of deceptive tactics. Picture this: inflatable tanks that looked real from a distance, sound trucks that echoed with the noises of a bustling army, fake radio transmissions that hinted at troop movements, and scripts full of misinformation. All these elements combined to create a grand illusion, a pretense designed to misdirect and confuse the enemy. Their efforts weren't in vain. The Ghost Army's deceptive tactics provided the actual units with the valuable time they needed to maneuver, effectively contributing to the success of the Allied forces. But as quickly as they'd arrived on the European theater, they disappeared. By July 1945, with the war drawing to a close, the Ghost Army returned to the United States, their mission complete. During their tenure, they carried out more than 20 deception campaigns, but what did these missions entail? To give a glimpse into their extraordinary operations, let's start with Normandy. 2 weeks post D-Day, which had successfully taken place on June 6, 1944, the Ghost Army simulated a Mulberry Harbor at night. These were floating artificial harbors that were designed and constructed by British military engineers during World War II. They were used to protect supply ships anchored off of the coast of Normandy after the D-Day landings. Using lights as bait, they managed to draw German artillery away from the real harbors. This ingenious imitation was not just about lights, but also about creating a believable illusion of a bustling port, complete with the sounds and movements of a busy harbor. Their deceptive prowess didn't stop there. The Ghost Army was also instrumental in tying up the German defenders by simulating a force far larger than what was actually encircling them. Imagine the fear and confusion that must have gripped the German forces as they faced an adversary that seemed to multiply overnight. As the Allied armies advanced east, the Ghost Army followed suit, leaving their deceptive footprints across various strategic locations. They staged crossings of the Ruhr River, created illusions of positions along the Maginot Line, and even staged activities in the Hürtgen Forest. Each of these operations was designed to mislead the enemy, to make them see what wasn't there, and to overlook what was. Perhaps their most significant operation was the faux crossing of the Rhine. Here they drew German troops away from the actual crossing sites with a grand spectacle of a major river crossing. This operation was a masterstroke in tactical deception, playing a crucial role in the successful crossing of the Rhine by the Allied forces. This allowed US and British troops to advance rapidly into the interior of Germany, helping to bring about the defeat of the Third Reich. The Ghost Army was not just about inflatable tanks and sound trucks, it was about creating a world of illusion so convincing that the enemy would believe in it, react to it, and ultimately, be defeated by it. Their operations were so successful that their story remained a secret for over 50 years after the war. It's a testament to the brilliance of their deception that even today, their tactics continue to inspire awe and fascinate. The Ghost Army wasn't just made up of ordinary soldiers. In fact, many of them came from quite creative backgrounds. This wasn't your typical army unit. Its formation was as unique as its mission. It was a melting pot of creativity, a hodgepodge of talent drawn from diverse fields. The recruitment process of this unit was unlike any other. Instead of drafting from the usual pool of soldiers, the army looked towards less conventional sources. Art schools and advertising agencies became fertile recruiting grounds. Individuals from these fields were sought after for their innovative and creative thinking. They had the skills to craft illusions, to create a world of make-believe that could fool even the most discerning eye. These were not just soldiers, they were artists, architects, actors, set designers, engineers, and lawyers. They were masters of deception. Their canvases were the battlegrounds, and their art was war. The Ghost Army was a testament to the power of creativity and innovation. even in the face of the world's most brutal conflict. But it wasn't just about having a creative mind. These soldiers had to be quick thinkers, able to adapt on the fly and improvise as needed. It was a high-stakes game of deception, and they were the players. They were given a unique mission, one that required not just bravery and discipline, but also a flair for the dramatic and a knack for illusion. The Ghost Army used every trick in the book and then some to deceive Hitler's forces. They created a grand spectacle, a carefully choreographed performance designed to mislead and confuse. Though they were only 1,100 soldiers, their innovative use of dummy tanks, fake aircraft and giant speakers made them appear as an intimidating force to the Germans. The Ghost Army was a testament to the power of creativity, the strength of innovation, and the impact that a small group of individuals can have when they dare to think differently. Their story remained a secret until it was declassified in 1996, but what has been their legacy since then? For over half a century, the exploits of the Ghost Army remained shrouded in mystery, their role in World War II concealed under layers of classified documents. It wasn't until 1996 that the veil was lifted, and the world was introduced to the audacious and ingenious operations of this unit. The revelations about their role in the war were nothing short of astonishing, prompting a renewed interest in their unique tactics of deception and subterfuge. This newfound fascination culminated in 2013, when their story was brought to the small screen. A PBS documentary fittingly titled The Ghost Army delved into their history, shedding light on their missions, their tactics, and most importantly, their contributions to the Allied victory in World War II. The documentary not only highlighted their military achievements but also underscored their creativity, innovation, and daring. The recognition didn't stop there. Fast forward to 2022, and the Ghost Army's contributions were further acknowledged when its members were awarded the Congressional Gold Medal. This prestigious award, the highest civilian honor bestowed by the United States Congress, was a fitting tribute to their unique and highly distinguished service. It served as a testament to their valuable role in World War II, honoring their bravery, their ingenuity, and their commitment to the cause of freedom. The legacy of the Ghost Army extends beyond medals and documentaries, though. Their innovative tactics have had a profound influence on military strategy, demonstrating the power of deception and psychological warfare. Their operations have become a fascinating study in the art of war, a testament to the notion that battles aren't just won with bullets and bombs but also with brains and creativity. The Ghost Army's unique and highly distinguished service has left an indelible mark in military history, reminding us of the power of creativity and deception in warfare.